Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
And that one's incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the... And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he tags on the extra point. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Tells the run, wants to pass. Flush to the left. On the run, fires downfield. Left side, it's Terry. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Here's a give to Hardy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Changing the routes with his receivers. Tavian St. Clair rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Moves the pocket. It's St. Clair. Right side, it's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quick catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And
the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
St. Clair. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires left. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And they swarm him under. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Now I have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Booster. Ready, go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass down the left side. Diving, caught! We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown Tigers. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Cross. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Throwing St. Clair. He'll get rid of it. And he gets rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Great place to start for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. In the backfield, it's Smith. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Right down the gut of the field. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Missouri wants to go fast.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Out wide right, it's Terry. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Jackson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Moving to his left. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Making the adjustment on the play.
Sweep. Freeze. Let it go.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3.
Look. Down the level. Slide. Return. Where did he go?
Tavian St. Clair converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Hits inside. It's Jackson. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They give it back to him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Jackson. Stopped right there.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his guard go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and what a return. Almost took it to the house. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Right side, it's Roberts. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Square. Ready, go.
St. Clair. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to Hardy. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Hardy again. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Hardy. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads in the nick of time.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go. But those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback changing the play. Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Throwing St. Clair. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. He stopped short of the first down marker, and a field goal would give them the lead late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
There he goes. Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On the ground, it's Rodgers. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Roberts. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll pull it on the read. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
Here's a give to Hardy.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He'll take it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Snapped on fourth down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Right side, it's Hawkins. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Fires quickly. Beck's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick give. It's Jackson. Good, strong tackle.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got enough for the... It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Ready. 129. Liz.
He's changing the play.
Slide. Where did he go?
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Enough to move the chains. At the 35, he's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to Hardy. He'll be dropped.
Well, they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. The give is to Smith. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And they go back on top.